What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about automatic trading. If you're too lazy to trade, this is the best way to do things. And with that being said, I am the most open-minded investor / NFT artist on YouTube with a diverse appetite for risky asset classes ranging between shopping centers and shitcoins, but not government bonds, creating contact-led, family-friendly, cookie-accepting, cat-free, technical specialized tutorials and guidelines to harness the generational wealth transfer found in crypto trends. And I'm asked to believe with Jesus Christ and a fan of Gary and an extremely well-educated and multilingual Korean, but with hair naturally curly than the average Asian male and highly coveted by many moms and daughters, also known as Humble Kim. And today we're diving into Bitsgap, which you are looking at right now. It's an interesting platform. You don't actually trade using it. You actually trade on other platforms like your KuCoin or the different type of exchanges that you will be connecting to. So I had a bit of a test around with this one yesterday, and some of the trading bots that you can come up with is standard bots and scalper bots. And I thought, ooh, scalper bots are cool. So I started one of those. So if I go to the bots that I've activated, this is the bot that I have. Now, scalper bots, I would suggest it's actually good to keep an eye on for a short-term basis, because as you can see, they work very similar to grid bots. That's just how it works on Bitsgap. You know, it's not always the case that you have scalper bots that work on, on the basis of grids, but they do this on Bitsgap. So pretty interesting to see. It's very tight, and some of the more leveraged position on a spot level is available. What does that mean? Leverage is applied at the actual asset level here instead of leverage being applied after the fact. So although there are some futures bots that you can actually activate on this platform as well, but that comes with risk as well too. So what I like about this platform is that you can click on like backtesting the results on particular strategy, and it shows you like how well it's done in the last month or so, looking at what kind of ranges that it has fluctuated around. We want volatility within the region as well. But what I found with the scalper bot is that it's a little bit too tight for my liking. You have to keep an eye on it very regularly. As you can see, I put in $260 yesterday onto Gala 3 long. And of course, with the market that is highly correlated with the Bitcoin asset class itself, we are seeing that there has been a pretty big dip alongside Ukraine also, having some issues with Russia today as well. So we've seen a massive jump in the negative volume. So we have suffered some losses yesterday. But as you can see, even on a downtrend, by activating this platform, you can see that I've actually gained some profit along the way. So I've got about $1 worth of profit. This is basically the idea of bot trading and grid bot trading. Now, if you like to, trade spots, that's up to you. But to some people, bots work just as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do that today. So you start off by, connecting your exchanges. So when you create an exchange, you add a new exchange and you want to get Binance or whatever you use. I personally prefer KuCoin because I think that's probably the most available one. It doesn't show because obviously we're here. I also recommend Bybit as well if you want to trade some futures level sort of trading. And so what you need to do is you want to press how to connect, and that will show you some detailed instructions on how to actually get your API connected, whether it's for Binance or KuCoin or whatever. But the platform is pretty similar across the board. So, when I opened up Bitsgap as well, I've been in crypto for a while. So, you've been in crypto for a while when you come onto a new platform and you're just like, I know exactly how this works. So I just sort of jumped around with it. The only thing that I had to figure out was that this platform here is actually like an algorithm that will then plug into your existing platform, so that your centralized exchange, and that's sort of what it talks to in order to make the trades for you. So you need the money in these respective exchanges also. I had it on for KuCoin, and following these steps were really, really easy. And how to connect, you just follow those steps one by one, and you will get there. And literally takes like, a minute to do. You just want to make sure you remember all the APIs and the secret key, as well as the secret phrase. I think KuCoin had one of those as well. It will provide versus what this will ask. So it won't be too difficult for you guys at all. And after that, you press connect. It'll show the balance that you have as well. That is the final tick of approval that you've done the right thing with the connection. Now, as you're doing this, you may be asked to get a lot of notifications through email and your phone messaging so that you are actually connecting to the right, APIs and things like that. Now, that's part of the reason why I'm not showing you exactly how this works. The step in itself is actually not that complicated at all. So I suggest you give that a go. Now, if you do not want to trade with live, if you come to my exchanges tab, you can actually switch it over to demo. And today I'm going to then show you how to then set up a bot using the demo account. So I'm going to start a new bot, and I'm going to just start a classic bot right over here. What I like about this platform is that there's this backtest button. Anyway, you can choose existing trading pairs and whatnot. So you got NMR over BTC over the last month, it has generated 12%. Now that's pretty good because over the last 12 months, I don't know anything good that's ever happened to cryptocurrency because it's just been pretty crappy, right? So what you can do is you can just choose your exchange that you want to trade with, as you can see. So the demo mode actually thinks that you're connected to every single one of these exchanges. So let's just press KuCoin, for argument's sake. The pair is, let's say, One Earth USDT. Let's just say, all right. So that graph is going to load up, right? So we are on the One Earth and USDT chart. So over the last 30 days, it looks like the price action has occurred within this region here. Now, my suggestion to you, this is not financial advice, is that because there's so much volatility in the market right now, I suggest that you put the high and the low price with a reasonable gap around it. So obviously we can't go too low because that's just hitting the zero at the moment. And then you can actually set grid steps and in percentage levels and how many grid levels you want. About 180 is fine. If you want to trail it up and down, you can do that as well. How much would you like to change in percentages? So how much do you want the actual gap to move together with it as well? You can then set your percentages as well. And now, having said that, we can actually do what's called a back test over the last whatever. So we can establish in the last 30 days, you would have had 22% gain. Now that's ridiculously awesome because if you look at this here now, in the last 30 days, like we're Feb 22 here. So if we go to Jan 22, like the price action has gone from like that level there, and then it actually has fallen all that distance. So in the downtrend market, you're actually making 22%, which I think is still pretty freaking good. So that's part of the reason why bot trading could actually work well for you. Once you've established that, you can just then go, okay, whatever, your investment, let's just go, is $1,000 or let's just say, just $100, let's say. And then you want to then preview that on what it looks like trailing up and trailing down. Low price mode is actually fixed. So actually go back and let's, take profit trailing up, stop loss trailing, I won't complicate it. I'll just leave it as it is. It makes very little impact anyway. So I'll go preview, just set it all up like that. To be honest, like I would seriously encourage you guys to actually keep an eye on this on a regular basis. It's not a hands-free approach. It is still something that will happen while you sleep, but it doesn't mean you can like walk away from this like for months on end and there's just going to be money in there. Maybe it will, who knows? But in this market, I would actually put, some room downwards as well so that we can actually capture some of the gains from lower purchases that are being made as well, because that's part of the fun in dollar cost averaging, right? And even when these like peaks are being made, those are some areas that you can just automatically take profits. So I'm going to press confirm on this one. Please note, whatever, we're going to buy it at the marketplace. Yes, buy. So once you press confirm on that, the bot will then be activated, right? And then that's the bot being started right now. So market orders being filled. And what we can do is we can see all the stats around it just by pressing that graph button, okay? And then we can actually stop it as well. So that'll be something that's interesting to keep an eye on. If bot trading isn't for you, I think every trader, every investor should at least try to look into bot trading at least once. It may not be the right trading option for you, but it sure as hell something that I think every trader should at least look into as well. Maybe even allocate some portion of your investment into bot trading too. So if you'd like to trade on Bitsgap, there is a link below available for you to get some nice deals. Give it a go and run the demo, see how you go, and then you can make your decision as to what you'd like to do moving forward as well, seeing how the results pan out. And that way you'll get the best information under your skin. It's a well-practiced information as well. After you've done your own research around it and some work around it, then you can jump into it and see what kind of results it can bring in real life as well. So obviously you don't want to stay in demo mode when you're doing that. You want to switch over to the live mode. And when you do that, you just have to connect your exchanges together. Bada bing, bada boom, and away you go. Now, KuCoin, they have two wallet systems. So they have a main account and a trading account. So a lot of the deposits that you make will go into the main account. Just make sure that's transferred into the trading account for it to then start reading as funds available to be traded on Bitsgap. All right, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today. Make sure you go mint one of my NFTs so that you can support me in what I do with my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you go follow all of my social pipes. Make sure you go like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you can stay updated with all the juicy tips in cryptocurrency. Love you all so much. Peace.